Good day everyone, welcome to 3D Experience 2022 launch online event of Computrends. I am Jayson. I am one of the applications engineer of Computrends who specializes in manufacturing solutions. Our presentation will last less than half an hour, so let's get started. Today, we will discuss about manufacturing without limits through 3D Experience platform. Some of you have heard of it, or some of you are already using it, and there are some who really have no idea what it is. So this is the best presentation for you to understand what and how it can help your machining process. Before we get started, let's take a look at the agenda and let you know what are we going to be looking at. So the very first thing we want to touch on is kind of introducing everyone to the 3D Experience platform. And then, we will take a look at manufacturing, specifically on machining, so we have up these slides going over a few of those values. And we'll take a look at the capabilities of those apps on how it can help our machining process. Let's start with the introduction of 3D Experience platform. The 3D Experience platform is a collaborative environment that empowers businesses and people to innovate in entirely new ways and create products and services using virtual experiences. It provides a real-time view of business activity and ecosystem, connecting people, ideas, and data. Via the 3D Experience platform, we provide industry solution experience tailored for each industry. The platform also acts as a marketplace or trading platform that connects service providers and buyers. The 3D Experience platform is the only platform that is both a system of operations and a business model. As a system of operations, it enables businesses to innovate with operational excellence from idea to modeling and simulation to market delivery and usage. It allows everyone involved in an innovation project, from the research lab to the factory to the consumer, to interact and work together. As a result, it empowers innovators to design and test consumer experiences before actually producing them. As a business model, it allows businesses to become platform companies that transform the relationship and roles across their value network. This happens, among other means, by removing intermediaries between sellers and buyers, purchasers and subcontractors, service providers, and end customers. This is why our platform also acts as a marketplace or trading platform that connects customers willing to buy services such as 3D printing or engineering services and service providers. The 3D Experience platform is a platform for knowledge and know-how, a game-changer collaborative environment that empowers businesses and people to innovate in an entirely new way. Digital experience platforms for industry, urban development, and healthcare will become the infrastructure of the 21st century. They have already transfigured retail, transport, and the hospitality industry and are now set to transfigure industry. Creating experiences is a complex process requiring a diversity of knowledge and know-how, implying to connect the dots between people, ideas, data, inside and outside of the company. Tomorrow's game changer will be those that empower the workforce of the future with the best knowledge and know-how assets, not those with the most automated production systems. The 3D Experience platform is symbolizes by the compass and empowers customers and users to, like for example, we have the four types of quadrant. First is the West quadrant, create and visualize products and the related experiences. South quadrant, evaluate the possible business by confronting them with reality. East quadrant, calibrated and contextualize business solutions considering all the information within and outside the company. North quadrant, bring together and catalyze a diversity of talents. We have a lot of things available to us on 3DEXPERIENCE platform. But today, what we're going to focus on are the manufacturing application. Delmia Machining. Delmia Machining offers leading-edge technology that immerses NC programmers in a realistic virtual workplace that allows them to create, optimize, and validate machining programs for any kind of machines from milling, wire EDM, mill turn, or even robots. Built on the 3DEXPERIENCE platform, user can program and simulate the machining process to explore the best possible machine setup and optimal machining strategy for production. Delmia Machining offers a wide range of operations and strategies that helps programmers quickly create a toolpath that minimizes non-value added motion. Users can implement high-speed machining and dedicate hard material strategies which reduce overall machining cycle time and provide optimal machine and cutting tool utilization. Delmia Machining helps to mitigate production risks by producing NC programs in the manufacturing context where the NC machine, cutter tool assemblies, NC accessories, and other elements are present. Delmia Machining takes into account the machine tool kinematic definition along with the machine setup and the in-process model of the machine part. These provide a better understanding of the machining cell and ensures the toolpath and machining strategy avoid unexpected issues and production delays. Delmia Machining promotes the automation and standardization of NC toolpath programs. Users can define and store all part of the machine process and copy and paste them into the program or store them in catalogs for reuse. Let's jump to manufacturing values. So there are 4 main manufacturing processes I'm going to focus on. Again, these are manufacturing related, so I'm going to touch on prismatic machining, knowing machine multi-axis, and mill turn. So now there are a number of advantages given these applications. I wanted to take a look at some of those key values. First advantage we have with the 3DEXPERIENCE is the database integration. With 3DEXPERIENCE, all of our model is actually stored on a single platform. We are no longer using files in 3DEXPERIENCE, so there's no more cut part, cut product, etc. And everything we're going to be working within 3DEXPERIENCE. It gives us quite a few distinct advantages over files. First and foremost is that we're able to manage links and associativity between processes, resources, all the way down to tools and tools assemblies instead of a single database. What that means is that we can easily search or access these specific objects through searching, and we can search for specific items or specific type or made or created by a specific user and a lot of us to get what we need quicker. And since these objects and the database, they are always guaranteed to be the latest version. Thanks now, there are no more questions when it comes to opening up a model. For instance, we may not know if it's the latest version or modified by someone else or is the correct one. All those questions and all certainties are eliminated because all the information is tied to the object in the database. Let's take a look at the resources. The method in which we go about programming in 3DEXPERIENCE has changed. So our goal when we go to actual programming a part is, first of all, make sure we use the correct machine tool. Make sure the resources such as tool fixtures, license are available and we can manage the lifecycle of those components. So what this means is that one of the key terms we have for this is called Resource Configuration Milling or RCM. The idea behind this is we select a machine or machine cell that brings in all the tools that are in that machine turret. For instance, all the accessories available to the machining represents what we have available on the shop floor. Let's take a look at the advancement of milling. Because we're using the machine cells or resource configuration management, we're sending up the complete setup, not only the NC assembly with the part in stock, but also fixtures, devices, clamps, tooling, etc. What that means is before we create any toolpath or insert any machining operations, we have the ability to confirm that specific machine in a work or programming of our part. We can check the axis orientation of the tool, check the reachability before computing anything. We have a number of machining strategies and operations that were added to the 3DEXPERIENCE platform. The other thing I'll note here regarding the milling is that the toolpath computation utilizes multi-core processors out of the box. What that means is we have the full cast computation time that drastically reduces. That's helpful for unfinished toolpaths or any large complex parts. Moving on to mill turn. Mill turn provides a solution for both milling and turning on the same machine tool, allowing for increased productivity and flexibility. Mill turn app simulation was available by Flex of the functionality has been greatly expanded upon. One of the key features of 3DEXPERIENCE is that having the ability to subscribe multiple tool change and head change position. We have the ability to program the machine components themselves like turrets, counter spindle, as opposed to just only the tool. Let's jump into the simulation. One of the biggest changes in 3DEXPERIENCE for manufacturing that the EPS or source underlying simulation functionality is available out of the box, even when just prismatic machining license or application. Machine simulations allow you to use your machines, kinematics to simulate the actual machines, as well as the toolpath operations and more. Machine creation starts with the machine definition to define each element of the machine, such as the linear and rotary axis. Then the parameters are defined for each element of the machine, such as the moving direction and limits. The parameter values defined in the machine definition are used to create post-NC programs. 3DEXPERIENCE has been greatly improved upon it runs much quicker in computation, much smoother, and also we have the ability to actually save the simulation results and the animation and play those back later. We also even have the option of exporting those animations out to the 3D so others users as the operators can actually play those back. Lastly, the fabrication value. Let's take a look at the capabilities. First, Delmia Machining immerses users in realistic 3D environment. A toolpath creation wizard and context-based menus are available to help to do quick 3D setup and create the NC toolpath. Traffic light signal if parameters need to be defined. If a user clicks on a help icon while editing a setting, an image describing the parameter pops up in the panel. Users can quickly organize programs in the activity process tree using copy and paste function. Tool changes and machine rotations are automatically generated and can be visualized in the activity process tree. Delmia Machining lets users manage CNC machines, accessories, tools, and tools assemblies. These resources can be retrieved through standard search capabilities using relevant machining attributes and instantiated in a machining cell. Users can see the impact of changes on the definition of objects, such as part or cutting tools, across all NC processes and programs. Delmia Machining supports default or customized representations of the cutter and tools assemblies that are used for verification, simulation, with material removal and collision check. Delmia Machining automatically recognizes the prismatic machining features of the product design. Thus, a manufacturing view of the design part is generated, including all drilling and milling features. Through this embedded feature recognition technology, Delmia Machining enables toolpath programming for geometrical machine, feature creation design parts, even those with no design features and specifications. Delmia Machining offers a broad range of machining operations for both toolpath definition, including pocketing, facing, and contouring, and a full set of axial operations from standard drilling to complex boring and chamfering. It offers unique functionality for creating, verifying, drilling, and probing activities. Probing operations are very flexible and can be customized with associated user parameters. It extends the 2.5-axis capabilities by offering a best-in-class 4-axis pocketing that includes a variety of strategies islands and user-defined lead angle on tool axis for better cutting condition. This operation also supports non-cylindrical and non-conical surfaces and revolution surfaces going beyond the 180 degrees. Delmia Machining offers a full set of high-end strategies from roughing to finishing, such as complete Z-level, contour-driven machining, and curve machining. It automatically generates toolpaths for the entire part. User can also author operations needed to machine specific features, high-speed milling features, and specific pattern operations for hard material machining, such as concentric, trochoid, and helix 3D, are included. The concentric strategy controls the radial engagement to maximize the efficacy of the machine while protecting the cutter. Delmia Machining lets user identify potential machine tool kinematic errors during toolpath computation and automatically correct them. Errors such as axis out of limit and singularity issues usually discovered downstream are now detected and solved at the earliest possible point in the business process during toolpath computation, resulting in substantial product gains. Adjusting parameters in machine operation, fine-tuning, the approach retract macro, and optimizing path sequencing is achieved almost instantaneously. Delmia Machining offers complete associativity with design tools, product engineering, manufacturing processes, and resources. Users are automatically alerted to product design changes and can quickly assess their impact on the machining process, enabling users to quickly update the toolpath program. Delmia Machining has powerful simulation capabilities for toolpath validation to identify potential issues earlier in the process. It can compute the volume of gouges in the workpiece, making it easier for user to prioritize and process gouges in machining programs. Near misses, which are the user-defined safety distance, are also identified, and multiple tool change location are also supported by a more accurate simulation of the machine motions. The simulation context saved in the 3DEXPERIENCE platforms allows user to organize their reviews in the most convenient way and also ensures traceability of the validation tasks. Delmia Machining offers a smooth generation of the APT source and NC code ISO format through the integrated post-processor execution engine, the library of standard post-processor syntax, mapping tables, and post-processor samples. The output formats can easily be customized. The output is generated and managed in the 3DEXPERIENCE platform. Additional files created by the post-processor are also automatically saved, so all relevant outputs for any part are current and available at the same location. Critical information can be exported as documentation for ready references on the shop floor. And for our benefits, NC programmers are more efficient with features such as intuitive graphic dialog boxes, traffic light indicators for identified machining parameters, and a help icon for each parameter operation. When NC programs are authored or edited, the machine tool's kinematic definition is taken into account. The wide range of operations and strategies helps programmers create toolpath programs that reduce non-value-added motion. The LMIA machining take the in-process part into account to generate collision-free toolpaths. The 3 to 5 converter options provide the best of both worlds, high-speed milling wherever the first constant tool axis can be held, and high-quality machining without tool change with 5-axis motion locally. Users can define and store machining processes for multi-packet operations as dedicated templates and store them in catalogs for use. Enterprise intellectual property, or IP, is capitalized and recycled to make programming more efficient. And lastly, the LMIA machining offers industry-best support of design changes and design variants and the rapid creation of programs for families of parts. Native implementation links connect machining programs to engineering and manufacturing data. For cutters, for example, this link can be used to see which machining programs are impacted by engineering or manufacturing changes, ensuring that machining data is up to date with engineering changes. So I think we're done. I hope this information helps you understand what and how this solution can help your machining process. Again, thank you so much for participating on our event.